What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Time to get this Dungeon Defenders Juicy Autumn Celebration back in full swing here. Almost was going to do some DD1 today in that beta of the new update that's coming, but I think we will probably save that for tomorrow. Nah, this has actually been sitting for a while. You see, it's 30 minutes into this map already. This is actually my very first run of the day. Let's get it here. So it was a little bit of a chill run. This one's, like I said, this one's been sitting here for a while. So we got two different giveaways this week, y'all. We got the usual giveaways, which are going to have those juicy flares, and then additionally, we've got Dungeon Defenders Awakened, that winter DLC, the winter cosmetics, are in the giveaway this week as well. And then on top of that, we're giving away a bunch of Dungeon Defenders event items. And we're going to be doing that every week. We're going to give away 10 per week. So two different giveaways in the system. So exclamation giveaway in chat for the main giveaway, and then exclamation OG in chat for the Dungeon Defenders 1 event item giveaways. Going to be doing some accessory farming overall. So we'll do some events, or pardon me, we'll do probably some throne room and some Alch Labs. I'm thinking. I still gotta kind of put together what I think is going to be a good Alch Labs 4-player build. For solo play, you can do the Trap and Aura stacks are actually really effective. A juice. Going good so far. Last 2 days was kind of real life day, so lots of farm work to do and whatnot. No shortage, never any shortage of farm work to do around the old juicy household here. I did hopefully what's my last mowing of the year. Got about 5 acres to mow, so it's a good bit of work, but I'm hoping this is the last mow of the year. We'll have to see how the weather goes. If we keep getting these warm stretches, then it may just end up coming back around. The crystal pet is a transmog from the login event last week. So if you logged in at any point during last week, you've got this transmog available. It doesn't, a lot of people have it and don't even know. It's, it didn't like give like a pop-up or anything. It just shows up in your transmog list. So you may already have it and not even realize. There, Pam. Assuming you logged in last week, of course. I still haven't got, I'm still using my old one. Chow, I never got a good one. I actually gave up on Throne Room and was farming the keep a bunch my last 2 days. I needed to take a little bit of a breather from the throne room. After, I don't even know how many runs. Probably 200-ish. Yeah, Alch Labs. I still need to get a few throne room runs in. I want to get one more mana and health regen accessory for my rogue. Ooh, what happened up here? We took a little damage. Pretty rare we take any damage up there. It's an ensnare aura and a gas trap, so one aura from the monk and one trap from the huntress. And then over here we have an explosive trap as well, because this skellies will come down here and kill your wall in this lane, and the explosive trap deals with them quite readily. Quite readily. Watched a whole season of a show on Netflix while farming Glitterhelm. Glitterhelm's actually not too bad. It takes a little bit longer to build, but the map itself runs super quick with all those entrances. Archangel, what's up, what's up? How you doing? So, exclamation giveaway in chat and exclamation OG in chat. We got 2 giveaways going this week. Exclamation OG is going to be nothing but Dungeon Defenders 1 event items. There's going to be 10 of them. Make sure y'all get entered in. Well, I mean, not really. It was all work. It wasn't an actual break. It was mowing and farm work and just all kinds of real life things I had to do. So it wasn't a whole lot of enjoyment to be had in the old days off. Bummer. Crappy giraffe. Mana regen and rate. That's not terrible. And then range and rate on the Arcanist. Kind of a crappy Arcanist. I'm going to take it anyway. And we got the 420 Ancient Greaves. No. It's the same amount of Ogres. Like this map has 3 per wave. It's the same as survival. Well, no, I've got a usable spinning steel. I just took a break from the grind. But speaking of, we'll hop in and do that one here now. Just took a little breather from the old spinning steel grind, as it was just excessive. Let's do it up. Feel free to hop in and join me. Not going to grind Throne Room all day, though, because I had my fill of that the last few days. Without a doubt. Too strong for Ancient Dragon difficulty, but not strong enough for Lycan difficulty? Well, I mean, once you farm up full sets of Ancient Dragon gear, you'll definitely be strong enough for Lycan King. That's kind of the natural progression, is you do Ancient Dragon bonus wave first. A lot of people end up skipping skipping it through getting carries or just meta builds or whatever. But yeah, the general progression is Ancient Dragon first, then Lycan King. Definitely looking forward to checking out that DD1 beta, though, for the update. Yeah, probably so. I mean, the Lycan King is no joke. You know, those Lycan King bonus difficulties are certainly no joke. So the main thing is, I mean, you don't have to do meta builds. The main thing is, do you have, are you using fodder and defenses and special enemy defenses? You want to make sure you're having both of the categories cleared. So like in this situation here, we got the traps for the fodder enemies, and then we got wisps for the special enemies. Well, that would be far from perfect then, Stage 1 mini-boss. Perfect mean it has the stats you need. That's the first requirement. If it doesn't meet the first requirement, then, you know. I mean, I'm sure you can probably use it somewhere. But, yeah, the number one thing is, does it have the right stats on it? Like this 3-stat, 410 spinning steel you're about to get? Yeah, exactly like that, Arimer. Yeah, I gave up. Solo, you want to get rid of the gas traps, but yeah, the build is a beast. If you get rid of the gas traps, the map runs quicker, and when you're solo, you don't need them. So get rid of the gas traps, and that allows you to add more wisps. 2 more wisps. And then you have 1 DU left over to do what you want with. What I normally do is use the 1 DU, and I throw a reflect beam right here as well. Is my normal solo go-to. No, ensnare, explosive, and inferno. We got an explosive trap and an inferno trap right here. Right here. I mean, if your explosives are strong enough, you can use just explosive, but they would have to be pretty close to perfect. Oh, well, I mean, if you're using Blossom, Sludges, and Wisps, you are using the meta stuff. They're Loculent. 100%. That, it doesn't get any more meta than that. Nothing wrong with that. You have your Wisps set on your explosives for labs. Well, I mean, that's pretty entry level as far as Lycan King stuff goes. I mean, that's not even... You get way higher than that just with Ancient Dragon bonus gear to Kalu, but... Might be good enough. Try it out. Only one way to find out, right? What's going going? Zach, how you doing? Yeah, Glitterhelm's not too bad of a grind at all, really. Well, I mean, how you build this stuff is kind of... There's plenty of room to play. But the current meta in the game is sludges plus anything else. So you get sludges in the mix, you're instant beast mode. You're just strong. I'm curious to see what kind of runes we get for sludges in episode 2. Might make them crazy. I mean, they're already pretty beast. That might make them even beastlier. Got a decent helm, waiting for a chest. They're in there, man. They're in there. Just gotta grind it out. Shroomy rune sludges through shroomies. I'm curious what will happen with some runes, and I'm still curious on the defenses. I think we're going to be... we'll probably end up being surprised a little by those 5 defenses that are changing. I think that one's got a pretty good chance of getting there. It all depends on the... For that DST rune, it all depends on the explosion radius. If the explosion radius is really small, it's not going to be very good. But as long as it has a decent explosion radius, I think, yeah, that's going to be a go-to. DDA is shaping up to be a great game. Only thing is missing is more maps. Yeah, man. More maps are all coming. I think what we'll do is tomorrow I'll probably play that DD1 update and check out the new maps and everything. And then Friday, maybe we make a switch over to PlayStation or Xbox for a little bit. It does have bonus waves in mixed mode, Tequila. What do you think we're playing right now, dude? You saw me start the map. You got to go through and unlock them. You got to play Ancient Dragon on mixed mode and the Keep on mixed mode. I mean, what did you think we were doing here? Massacre, Hardcore, Rifted, Lycan King difficulty, mixed mode. What? I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. Unless you meant endless and not bonus waves. Oh, you did mean endless. Endless mode is never coming to mixed mode. You gotta recognize the fact that endless mode is not for loot. Endless mode is for cosmetics and for challenge. If you want loot, you go to mix mode. I didn't know you meant endless. when you say bonus waves, that's what the bonus difficulty has been called this whole time, so you just confused me there as well. You add endless to mix mode, you make survival no longer needed game mode. So it's never going to happen. So just don't expect it, because it's just not how it goes. That and Chromatic doesn't want a game that you're going to sit there and AFK and just to grind loot. I mean, there's enough of that. We do that already, you know. You got to throw some explosive traps in. They're Luculent. Explosion traps are Skelly's worst nightmare. It literally, on some maps, it shaves like 10 minutes off the runtime of the map by throwing in explosive traps to deal with the Skellies. It's a big, big, big upgrade. Yeah, that's called endless mode, Takalu. It's endless, meaning you keep going. You can go to wave 1000, wave 2000, wave 3000. It's endless. Good lord, man. You've been here on stream every damn day. How have you not recognized that that's endless? No offense. I'm not trying to be mean. What's up there, Kickpone? How you doing? For those just joining, exclamation giveaway and exclamation OG in chat. We got two giveaways going this week. DD1 players are gonna want to make sure they're getting signed up for the OG giveaway. Gotta grind out an Arcanist. Yeah, I mean, Arcanist is just such a nice addition for really every hero. I mean, besides even getting the extra fuse defense, the stat rolls are high, you know? So, definitely a nice item for really everyone. We got a mage coming in hot. Nope, mage down. Aramir's the last man standing. We all dead. I think so, yeah. I think there will be another Arcanist piece. If you look on ArtStation, there's artwork for an entire set. It won't be in the first part of episode 2. It'll be in the second part with the boss fight. Man, we got some slow spawners here, huh? We got skellies in the back. They're all getting handled. What's going on there, Aga? How you doing? Come on, just give us the fat loots, boss. Just give us the loots. We got a whole lot of Squire Screamy boys here. We got a copter in the middle. Looks like he's about to die, though. You know what? I'm going to go clear him real quick. Just to be safe. Alright, come on. Be some shininess. What do we got? We got a crap giraffe. Got a crap sword. What about the bracers? Power and movement speed. Not the greatest bracers in the world. Let's give it another whirl. We'll do this one 3 times. And then I'm going to try kind of a little different Alch Labs build solo. And then assuming it works solo, I'll go back out and we'll queue up a public. I've been watching that Jeffrey Dahmer next Netflix series. What do we got going? We got somebody over there with a with a striking. That dude was one demented, seriously demented person. Can you farm? Can I? I'm not really doing any power levels this stream. Just do survival, dude. I mean, like one insane survival, you'll be level 70 and you can hop into nightmare mode. I mean, level 42 is pretty low. You're just getting started. You've barely played the game there, Verox. Wouldn't be very nice of anyone to ruin your experience. Well, I mean, perfect gear is going to be expensive. You see, you do 100 runs trying to find a good sword. How much you think that good sword is going to sell for, you know? It's going to sell for many trillions. So, no one out there should think that they're rich right now. Because you're going to be able to spend that money. The hard part will be finding someone or people that have got things worth buying. I don't know what they're going to do there. A little wonky. I think we'll be alright. I mean, so many players don't use Discord. The word Discord is like the easiest choice for finding people to trade with. What's going on, Justin? How you doing? I mean, level 42 is literally like first 30 minutes of playing the game there, Verox. I mean, you got to put more time into the game than that, man. Maybe not first 30 minutes, but at least first hour. I mean, if you want to get to end game as quick as possible, you can be in massacre mode in probably like 15 hours if you follow the right steps. So, get to Ancient Mines, run Ancient Mines Survival, clear the rest of that tier's campaign. Then run Wave 20 starts in Survival until you're leveled up. And you can be... like 0 to Nightmare at a minimum is like 4 hours, 5 hours. From fresh start to Nightmare difficulty at level 70. Not really. Stage 1 mini boss. I'll do mini fresh playthroughs, but you got to realize I've done so many fresh playthroughs that I want to get through them quick when I do them. And the more people you add, the slower things get. Well, I mean, a god roll, like, for example, Locula, and if someone has a, say, a god roll Arcanist piece with perfect passive stats, that's going to sell for 10 trillion gold. Easy. You know? There will be a whole lot of gold to be made in trading, and there will be a whole lot of gold to be spent. But, I mean, I've done the keep. I don't even know how many times. I've probably done the keep 1,000 times since it launched. And I've only got one max roll Arcanist piece. The keep. Massacre. The best place would be Massacre, Hardcore, Rifted, Mixed Mode, the keep. But I'm hoping that they implement some way for, you know, as far as the trading system, I'm sure the trading system itself, the base system, will be good. But the thing is where are you going to find people to trade with without going outside of the game, you know? That will definitely be the hard part. There's still quite a few bracers I could use, but I think the main thing is I really want one more mana regen, health regen piece for my rogue. Go, go, Warden, go. Aw. Sorry there, when. I brought that kobold right to you. It just landed really low, so it exploded right outside the reflect beam. Well, I mean, the map you do is up to you. You want to do the highest difficulty you can, so... Like, the best to do would be wave 20 starts in, on, either an Act 4 map or Glitterhelm, but you have to do... You want to do wave 20 starts on the map that you can complete quickly. And by complete, I mean going to wave 25. Of course, if you can easily go to wave 30 or wave 40 or whatever, then just stay in there and do that. Thanks for following there, Neil. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, wave 20 starts. And then go... It's all about fast completion. So, you know, if you're capable of doing a harder map, but it's taking a long time to run, then of course you're going to be better off going to an easier map that you can clear quickly. As far as XP per hour goes. I gotta look through and see what I need before the PTR gets here. Because I'm definitely going to want to farm up sets for a few off pieces, like probably at least one full miner set and one full militia set. Maybe I should start going for the... Because I need a gun from this map for my EV as well. Maybe I should start going for that instead. Because I'm clearly not having any luck with the swords. RNG just hates me. Hates me. So who all is playing that DD1 beta today? Gonna farm for a gun when episode 2 drops since yours is 368. Yeah, you know, I don't really need one. I was gonna farm for hoping to get a get one with cast rate as the passive. Might end up streaming some of that tomorrow. At least for half the stream. Mixing it up a little. Putting off leveling your characters. Now's the time to level them. There, stage 1. That way they're all done when the episode hits. I mean, your characters will all be level 105 long before you find all the loot you want. So, I mean, you've still got super long loot grind ahead of you as well. Oh, in DD1 you mean? Oh, I gotcha. Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to level your characters on the beta, for sure. Yeah, it's supposed to go up to 110, Spencer. Now that probably won't come until the second phase of the update. The update's dropping in 2 parts. Part 1 is 2 maps, a new hero, trading, runes, And then part 2 will be 2 more maps with a boss fight, a new bonus difficulty, and probably the level cap increase would be my guess. But they've already confirmed that it will go up to 110. So we'll have some more levels coming. Which means that elusive 105 gear will be a little bit more, a little bit easier to find then. And then additionally, there will be level 110 gear as well. So we just got to wait for it to get here, right? I think that stuff probably won't, like I said, it won't come until the second part of the update. Would be my guess. What's going on there, Cameron? How you doing? All right, is this the one? Nope. Decent weapon, but it's inspiring assault. Big bummer. Big bummer. What else we got? Bunch of junk. How about the bracers? Rate and HP restore on mana pickup. So losing a passive on those, sadly. And a crappy pet. Let's go one more time. Just one more, and then we'll switch things up a little here. It's the same as before. Nothing has changed. The best in slot weapons are from bosses. Now the non-keep boss weapons got buffed. So really, the boss weapon of your choice from Lichen King difficulty is what you wanna be using. Oh, that's fair. Gotta sleep, right? I'm definitely going to play it tonight a little bit. And then, like I said, I'm probably going to stream some either tomorrow or the next day. So if you want to get in on this week's giveaways, exclamation giveaway and exclamation OG in chat will get you links to this week's giveaways. The bot might be logging a little behind there, Cameron, but it will get it eventually. There we go. No Dungeon Defenders games are cross-play, sadly. This one's going to be cross-save eventually, but not cross-play. Well, I mean, maybe it'll end up being cross-play, but it's not currently planned. Nope. Nope, no crossplay. Yeah, you can use a controller. You can definitely use a controller if you want to. That is for sure. It was whispering. Showing pretty loud on my meter. I got a little decibel meter here going, and I'm like, very loud. Noisy as a mofo. Oh, I was placing wisps. Oh, I gotcha, I gotcha. Wisping it up. The heck was that just exploded? Exclamation giveaway is the other one. So exclamation giveaway and exclamation OG in chat. What keeps hitting us here, Aramir? I wasn't paying attention. Something keeps hitting us, though. Wonder what that was. You could, but your pet is... The Squire buff is the highest pet buff in the game. So you're probably going to want to keep a Monkey King going there for the DPS. It's a pretty considerable amount of damage you get out of it. But, I mean, you can go Prop Cat. If you want to, But the Monkey King is quite beastly. That is for sure. Quite the meanie. Well, I mean, sludges are the strongest thing in the game. So, yeah, I think that's pretty normal for a lot of people. I mean, they're broken. Broken OP. Nice, nice. It's amazing how many runs I've done on this map and have not gotten much loot. You think the sludges look like cannons? I don't think the sludges look anything like cannons. think the sludges look more like pea shooters from Plants vs. Zombies than cannons, personally. They scream pea shooter. Oh, the model is 100% not the same, dude. It's not nowhere near the same. I mean, do they look similar? Sure. That is not the DD2 cannon model, though. No, we don't. There's not enough players to bother with all that. So everybody just talks in the same channel. DD games it's a small community, you know. I don't even have separate channels for the different games. It's few players with all the games combined. I'm debating on adding some kind of trading functionality in, or trading channels functionality in with the update, but we'll have to see what Chromatic does on the official end. Shadow Shot, what's up, man? How you doing today? You need to, on PlayStation, you need to join one of the groups. We've got several full groups. You want to talk to Uzar, Lockulin, on my Discord server. He's put together multiple groups. They've all filled up, even, on PlayStation. I mean, you should pretty much always be able to find people to play with if you get in those groups. Getting ready for your graduation next Friday. Oh, damn. Jeez, I remember when you started school, Shadow Shot. You've been around that long, man. Graduating next Friday. Congrats to you. It's definitely a nice big milestone in your life. Come on, little copter. There you are. Guess we'll just dump these in here. Oops. I want to be upgrading the route. It's the sad part about the auto-targeting. If you don't run close enough and you're not looking, I guess the key there would be paying attention. Not my strong point. Definitely not my strong point. Going to bed and lurk. Don't forget to sign up in those DD1 event giveaways, Cake Pone. Because I know you still play some DD1. Make sure you get in on that. Already done? Nice. Last time I paid attention was long, long ago. So true. So true. Come on and give me the loots game. You know you wanna. Just hand it over, for God's sakes. Curious how the RNG is going to go on Alchemical Labs. Hit a new sub badge, no longer a cut lemon. Hey, there's nothing wrong with cut lemons there, Cake Poon. Nothing wrong with cut lemons. My name is a old casino term. You guys know I've worked in casinos most of my life. It came from, I want to say Ultima Online, but I'm not even positive about the Ultima Online. But in a casino, when you work in table games, when you say the juice, you're referring to the house's commission on certain bets. It's called the juice, is the slang term. Nowadays, it's all just goes in the same pot. But back in the day, the juice used to be kept in a little separate drop box. And it was a little like bank bag inside of there, and the money would drop into that bank bag, and that's where the juice was. So it was called the juice bag. Imagine that. And I had a buddy of mine trying to get me to play. Like I said, I really think it was Ultima Online, but I'm not positive. But I had a buddy of mine trying to get me to sign up for a Ultima Online account, and asked, I was working. He's sitting there on the computer in the pit on Ultima Online's website trying to get me to sign up, and he says, what do you want your name to be? I couldn't think of a name, so I told him, just make it Juice Bags. And at the time I was counting out the juice in the juice bags, and it just stuck. Many years later. Crappy one that time. Boo. Oof. I like orange juice. It's oh crap, I forgot. I'm just gonna duck out. Sorry, y'all. Ducking out. Yeah, I mean, juice is yummy, right? Just about all kinds. Orange juice actually makes my stomach a little bit upset if I drink too much of it. Clear out some of this junk. good enough. All right, what do we want to do? I'm thinking... Let's just see how the DU works out. I was thinking I wanted to throw some sludges in on there. Let me do a little theory crafting here on a possible group build for Alchemical Labs. So I'm going to do it private first, just to see how it does. I think we'll have a whole lot of wasted shots. Go with an electric up there as well. And then I think, let's go like this. We'll put a splody up in here, a gas further back, and we'll throw like a little buff beam there. Do the same thing over here. Not really. Just get whoever you want. DD2 is, the power creep is really out of control, so... I mean, just get whatever hero you like the best. Who you get just isn't really important at all. Now I'm wondering... Is that what I want to do? Put them all the way up here? It doesn't leave very much DU left, huh? What if we went something like this? Just woke up from an all-nighter? We'll go back to bed, man. Jeez. Pulling all-nighters, you probably deserve a little nap. Is that going to be enough? Something like that, maybe? Or is that unrealistic? Like the fourth one in a row? Let's see. There are a few ups on these traps too. Basically, I want to see what the chill value is going to be like here. I think it's going to be very good, to be honest. Well, actually, a lot of those slime shots are getting through. I'm losing a bunch, but a bunch of them are making it as well. They going to adjust enemy count on this map? I can't imagine. I mean, they might. But I don't think they will. It's RNG on mixed mode, you gotta remember. It can be as few as like 800 and as high as like 1500 solo. Aramir had a run on this map. It was like 13 minutes or something like that. Some ridiculous speed. But that, of course, is some serious God mode RNG right there. $12.30. Woof. That's just screaming. Well, that's the thing, is there's not really anything wrong with the enemy count. It's just we all want 8-minute maps. So, I mean, he might change it. I don't know. But it's not even so much the enemy counts as it is the breaks or the enemies spawning. You know, there's a lot of spawners. 1, 2, 3, there's 5 spawners here. So, I mean, with 5 enemy spawners, enemies should be screaming out, right? But they're not. Yeah, cutting down how many skeletons spawn would be the thing. The same could be said about almost every map there, though. The skeleton spawns are a little bit over the top sometimes on mixed mode. And with all their reviving and everything, it just takes so long to do, you know? A lot of the sludge shots are getting through. I was worried about the line of sight with the sludge launchers, but they're actually, quite a few of the shots are making it. I think this build will hold in 4-player. I mean, we'll see how it goes through the remainder of the waves and through the boss fight, but... But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Got a 105 Ancient Piece and a 105 Offhand. Holy shit, 1800 this wave. Now this is going to be a serious skelly wave. I think this is the highest mob count I've seen on a wave here. Playing solo anyway. I've seen this many in a group, but... this is going to be a ridiculous skeleton wave. So yeah, I think that's the main thing. If it toned down the amount of skeletons, I think this map would be fine with the mob counts. But the skeletons are a little bit over the top. There's no doubt there. We did choose Lycan King, yeah. Yeah, they have to be killed. I don't even know how many times it is, but they have to be killed multiple times. Yeah, mixed mode for gear, survival for cosmetics, and EPing. But of course, the E-Peen is not strong without a leaderboard. It needs leaderboard. Is it only twice? It sure seems like more than that. I guess it's because they stack up so much. Let's see. There's one just res. It's hard to say. There's so many stacked there now. Only looked like twice. Watching these ones that are spawning up top here. Your movement speed affected your attack rate on the Squire? I'm not sure. You'd have to ask one of the pros on the DD RNG Discord if there's anything like that currently in DD1. I've never DPS'd on the Squire in DD1. Not one single map. Well, I mean, I probably did when I very first started, but... This would seems to be working fine, but it is a super slow build, I believe. Now, obviously, getting the 1800 skeletons doesn't help. And that's the RNG element of it, but I do feel like this build would run pretty slow. We got skellies for days here. Holy crap, man. Well, I mean, everyone has their movement speed to max in DD1. It's capped at 100. So, like, one piece of gear and your movement speed is maxed. But I'm not sure. I know there was something to do with the frame rate in DD1. But I haven't ever heard about movement speed. But I'm not familiar with DPS Squires in DD1 either. Mushroom Cake would know if he was here, but he's not here. I don't think. I haven't seen him yet today. Or, I mean, there's dozens of people on the DDRNG Discord server that would know. There's lots of awesome things that took you over the cap, too. Like, as far as stat goes, you're capped at 100, so that's just super, super low, but there's, there was lots of items that gave run speed over the cap. Oh, I have no idea. I don't recall run speed ever affecting anything like that with a hero. But, like I said, I was pretty much playing actively on a monk or a jester or playing AFK on a summoner. It was pretty much the entirety of my DD1 playtime. Yeah, if the skellies came out rifted, explosives would be even better for sure. I mean, pretty low stat explosives still one-shot the skellies, though. You see they're all getting one-shot now. Or I guess maybe they're not. They're getting close to one-shot. And I've got pretty low stat explosive traps. I should get rid of a little of that range and jack them up, but like right now, I just take the lazy mode and keep one Huntress around in my deck for explosives and gas traps. So I've got a big mix of power and range. Neither one of them are fully optimized, but both are good enough, that sort of thing. That's mix mode, not rift mode. This map used to be way worse than it is now. But on the same note, hey, it happens, it happens. Who do I want to DPS on? I think we'll just DPS on the Squire. It's going to all depend on how easy mode the Wave 25 ogres are. If these sludges just annihilate them, then the run itself will be just super, super easy like this. In school right now? Well, pay attention and learn stuff, Alonzo. Learn all the things, man. Learn all the things. It's geometry? Oh, okay, fair enough. Enough said. It's just geometry. I hear you, dude. I hear you. I got real lucky in that department. My mom was in the... She's retired now, but she was in the education system. And she was actually teaching at Georgetown University when I was in high school. And in Washington, D.C., you can test out of your high school classes. Your junior and senior year. You can, like, go to summer school, and then you can take tests. And as long as you pass the test, you get the credit. You don't have to go to the class. So I went to summer school and in the normal classes when I first started high school. And then in the 10th grade, I took 2 semesters of night school and took the normal school. But then I graduated when I was 16, so I didn't have to sit through all that. It was quite nice having Mama with the hookups. Mama got the hookups. Good old moms. My sister did too. She had the hookups too, and you know, she chose not to test out of anything. She didn't want to start. My sister was kind of a brainiac, so she had college scholarships lined up without issue, and she didn't want to start college too young, so she ended up going through all the hoops anyway. Like, what the hell, sis? What are you thinking? Yeah, the EV is actually ridiculously strong if you go with that Protean charge set. The EV is probably the second, maybe even the highest DPS in the game with the Protean set. Well, DD1 didn't have an endless mode. There was only one map in the game that had endless. That was that pirate event. All DD1 survivals had an end to them. So if you went to wave 169, that's your only option, as that was the only map that had that. Highest sustained damage. Yeah, it's beast. Absolutely beast. The EV, the proton charge builds on the EV got the big time benefit of the boss weapon buffs in this update. The Squire spin got jacked way up too. I mean, it was good before. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Nothing wrong with getting into the family business. Sadly, the thing about college nowadays... Sorry, Mom. If Mom's watching, she will be very disappointed with this statement. Is like, I went to college. I graduated college. And you know what it is? It's a piece of paper sitting on the wall that will not get me a job anywhere. Nowadays, it's more about experience, your personal experience, than it is your college education. Some things, of course, that is not true, like for being a pilot and stuff like that. But for the most part, people want experience over classroom knowledge. Yes, we'll do this guy right here. And keep an eye on, keep an eye out for bosses, or ogres. But yeah, I think this build will be fine for doing some group play. So I'll, after this one, I'll pop out and queue up a public group here. Hell, I can just stand in the fire, can't I? Come on down, dude. Ain't no need for you getting all flying around and whatnot. Come on down and get busted up, mister. I got enough healing to stand in the fire. Oh, I love that. I mean, I can't say against it. I can tell you my personal experience. You know, obviously, I don't want to discourage someone to go to college or not to go to college. If someone has the opportunity to go to college and not go into massive amounts of debt, I would say by all means do it. But I can tell you my personal experience is I had a corporate job that I was doing very, very well with when I was young. And I did that while going to college at the same time. And like right now, if I went to apply for a job somewhere and I showed them my college degree and then I showed them my work history, they're going to see the college degree and they're going to say, oh, okay. And they're going to see the work history and they're going to be like, oh, okay, so tell me more about this. You know? Yeah, it does. The Demon Lord will smash your defenses if you allow him to target him. You can get real close to him. Now, if I would have been fighting him here, he would have destroyed all that. Oops, did not mean to pop that box open. That's alright. Man, what a trash tier prop cat, huh? Let's see how this one is. Man, 2 trash tier prop cats. What kind of life am I living here? Well, look at that shiny mofo, though. Passive rolls on it are super low, but that is an incredible starter piece for somebody. And where is my brooch? Where are you at, shiny, shiny brooch? There you are. Stability and move speed. Big old poo on that one. That's a pretty nice giraffe, though. We'll keep that bad boy. Kind of a poo tier steam robot. Like, that is about it. I think that build will do just fine. That was a slow-ass build, but part of it was me getting that bad spawn. Can you still make a living and make money without a college degree? Absolutely. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I'm going to keep that bad boy. Like about it. That's junk. That's junk. Well, I mean, like I said, I can tell you firsthand from, like, I've hired a lot of people in my time. There was a time when I was the one of the national directors for Jiffy Lube. Mine came out crappy. So, I mean, I've hired a lot of people. And when I was looking for people for management positions, their time in college meant nothing to me. Because it's all about life, you know, with managing a retail or a service business, service industry business. Life skill was way more important than school. You know? So, but, yeah, you absolutely can get a job without a college degree. Now, you have to earn your keep, where you might end up starting a little bit higher with a college degree in certain positions. And, like, if you're in the military in the U.S. having a college degree, you instantly start as an officer. So, I mean, there's definitely benefits to it, so don't get me wrong there, but you can absolutely get a job and make a living with no college degree in the United States. 100%. Sorry, Mom. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, Mom. Did I choose public? I guess we'll find out if anybody joins. Nobody's joining. I'm assuming I didn't choose public. It's not public. All right, let me go back out and start over then. One of these days I'll get a clue, y'all, I promise. Clues will be had at some point. Public. All right, don't clicky the button. It's habit. I do so many runs at night. It's kind of semi-AFK. It's kind of habit just to click private. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, sludge launchers are crazy, crazy good. All I was getting was the frog killer ogre last night. Frog killer. When I was playing, that's like the only ogre I was seeing all night long. It's crazy. Oh, and I hate to say it to you, I was not kind to the frog killer ogre. That is for sure. Stats don't affect much outside of where you would think they would. Shadow Dragon, there's no hidden mechanics in DDA. I mean, just the lack of good tooltips gives some hidden mechanics, but there's no real hidden mechanics. It's all pretty straightforward. Ogre just minds his own business. He was doing his thing. He was doing his thing. I got a frog killer paintball gun last night too. I almost kept it, but I'm having inventory struggles at the moment, so I didn't. I need to just go through and delete a bunch of stuff again. Like every few months or every month, I just need to clean my inventory like down to below 100 items. The weapons seem really random. Where I do get weapons that are the same, get weapons that are like the same names a lot. But I feel like it is random. I can tell you there's definitely a frog killer paintball gun. There is indeed a frog killer paintball gun. Well, if you set your filter to 105 items, you're only going to get 105 items, so you're going to miss out on some pretty good rolled level 90 stuff. But it's a huge, huge quality of life. The reasoning for me is the really good level 90 items that I would be missing out on, I don't care about because it's going to be such a small upgrade. But additionally, I see it loot. So, like, you know, when you hit G and it pops up all the items you looted that wave? Well, if I see an armor item that I looted, then I know that it's a 105 item. And then I can go back and look at it and decide whether or not to keep it or trash it. I don't really suggest people do that. It's what I'm doing. But without question, I do miss out on some things. Now, on the same note, you sure do get a whole hell of a lot of level 105 offhands dropping. It's like the most common thing, it feels like. So by doing that, you end up picking up all those offhands that there's a good chance you could be missing. Unless you're just running around the map and looking at every item. So you're going to get some things. Like the highest passive. I don't know if that's a known value, but yeah, it would be somewhere around there, probably. I mean, unless it's been confirmed by Chromatic, I'm not sure that that's fully known values. Because as far as I know, we don't have a reliable data miner currently. We need to get one. Needs data miner, please. Or we could just all pressure Phil until he gives us all the actual numbers. The thing that's weird with the passives is it doesn't. I'm pretty sure the passives don't calculate into the item power. Give us all the infos, Phil. All the mins and maxes, and give us all them official answers. That's what I'm saying. The thing with DDA is it's just like DD1. Like, everyone wants to know what all the maxes are on everything, but you will never find one. You will never find one that's all max stats on every item. And if you do find one, boy, you just screwed up because you just wasted, like, winning the lottery levels of RNG. So you really should have just went and played the lottery instead. That's in DD1. I can't imagine it has that same system in DDA. Ooh. Yeah, I was referring to DDA. I'm looking forward to jumping into some DD1, though. I can already tell you I'm not going to be able to complete one of those maps. The new map that's added in, that's similar to Poly. Oh, I'm going to need to get the hard carry on that one. Because I am god-awful at Poly. Thanks so much for subscribing there, Kenny. I do appreciate it a ton. Welcome, welcome. Oh, a loot filter for DD1 would be the ultimate quality of life, for sure. The loot filter in DDA is unlike any filters in any of the Dungeon Defenders games, for sure. We're going to be in pretty good shape here. I do believe, I do believe. $42,000 juice drops now. Nice, nice. I still need to get that system in for on-screen rewards that are on-screen, like graphics and whatnot. Maybe I'll do that tonight. See, here's the thing. If I want to have an edited video for YouTube tomorrow morning, then I won't do it tonight. But if I say screw it and don't have an edited video for YouTube tomorrow morning, then I'll probably be able to do it tonight. But I do want to get that done. And a little framey there. Be probably like around 410-ish. But once again, everyone needs to get the upgrade thing out of their head. Because item with max upgrades with the wrong stats or with bad passive rolls is nowhere near as good as something with way less upgrades that has the right stats and good passive rolls. I mean, the difference just between the 550 and like a 300 as far as the minimum on passives, that's 250 upgrades right there. Actually, it's 500 upgrades when you count both stats. So, you know, if you get an item that, say, it's got, say, 490, like an armor piece that's got 490 upgrades on it, but then has 300, say, power and rate, and then you get another item that's got 410 upgrades on it, but it has 550 power and rate, the lower quality item, as far as upgrades amounts, is going to be a way better item. And that's why, really, you ignore upgrade amounts. Just ignore that it's even there. I mean, you can use it as, like, a glance at it, but particularly if you're just learning the game, completely ignore the amount of upgrades, because it has very, very small amounts of meaning compared to everything else in the picture. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, every item, really, you see it a lot. You see it a lot on armor as well. It's one of the pain points for me. That's why I preach that so much, because you guys have no fucking idea how many hundreds, literal hundreds of times I've gotten messages. I'm in all 450 upgrade godly gear, and I can't do your build. Your build sucks. And then I talk to the person. They got no fucking power on 3 pieces. It's like, come on, man, really? Just ignore the whole upgrade total thing, because it has such a small amount of value compared to everything else. I gave up on Lost Ark, sadly. There, Frog Killer. I haven't logged into Lost Ark in a long, long time now. I was really digging it, too. It was super fun. It sucks, too. I finally got Black Fang, and I don't play anymore. The ultimate waifu. But yeah, that whole honing system is just so irritating. You want to raid, but you like your solitude? That's fair. It wasn't then either, Hugh Marco. It's every single player narrows in and focuses just on that number. It's always been that way since the beginning. And it was the exact same way prior. Somebody'd be flexing on their, you know, their 400 plus upgrade piece, and it's got no defense rate on it. It's like, that thing is a piece of shit. Throw it in the trash. But players want to have one easy thing to look at and determine the quality of an item based off of that. But it's exactly, it was all the way back to beta. I mean, it's the exact same thing in the entire history of the game. And I've been preaching that since the very, very beginning. And yet every single time everybody goes to this many upgrades, that many upgrades. And it's like, well, you got shit passives. You don't have the right stats. The number of upgrades means nothing, right? Because you don't have the right passives. You don't have the right stats. So it's one of those things that always has and always will be a thing in Dungeon Defenders games, or in Dungeon Defenders Awaken particularly. And it's one of those things that I will always consider a huge pain in the ass, because people just don't learn how to play the game like that. They don't know what's good, you know? Right, exactly. Exactly. It's the same thing. Same exact thing, Clearberry. I mean, the game is a game of stats, so the most important thing you can do on every piece of your gear is to look at stats. Well, you just brought him right on top of all the defenses. Come on now, y'all. What the hell? Why would you take him back there like that? I mean, we got him, thank God, but jeez. You got to bring him this way. You can't bring him that way. The old furnace poker. I mean, that's a great piece right there. But it's not the piece I'm looking for. Fort and power. Boo. Come on, kitties. Boo. Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you, RNG. That's the best prop cat I've ever seen. What a bummer on the steamer about though. What a bummer on that piece too. Why couldn't I get that as a chest? Alright, let's do it again. Yeah, the prop cats roll really high. It's the prop cats, the wasn't bad, 19 minutes in a 4-player group. What is it? The prop cats, the Lycan princes, and I thought there was one other that rolled really high too. I can't remember what the see if Aramir wants to do his build on this one. Oh, that's Sith Phil there, Alex. He ain't playing. If it ain't got 3 stats, he does the right thing and throws it right in the trash. A 481 prop cat? Woof! Damn. Well, I mean, 2 stats. And no vitality, too. That's not even usable. Not even usable. I like that one, though. It's definitely the best one I've ever seen. As far as personally finding. That is one shiny, shiny mofo. Well, you're locked into one passive on a weapon. And that is, that irradiate. And then what you get with it is dependent on kind of the character and how you're trying to build and play. One of the better passives would be like, or some of the better passives would be like that Sunder Armor, Aftershock. If you're playing on a builder, you want cast rate, and it makes you build really fast. I go HP drain here because I can do the mindless tanking and stare at my third monitor and completely ignore what's going on in the game. And just heal through everything. So what do we got here? We got electric and ensnare with an inferno, explosive, and a gas. Same thing over here. Electric and ensnare, inferno, explosive, and gas. We got full-on spawn camps, so same thing on every wave, or every spawn. And it looks like... Oop, I'm the one holding it up. Sorry, y'all. It looks like that's all of the DU is spent. Now, what's going to happen here is we're going to have to kill the ogres. But all of the trash mobs are just going to get wiped big time. Damn Jin doing their thing. Finally cleared hardcore mixed mode to keep. Nice, Justin. Nice. That's awesome. And that's your key to all the loots, you know, because now you got those Lycan King bonus waves or bonus difficulties. The same thing with the rogue, like Aftershock, Sunder Armor. The benefit the rogue has is irradiate stacks, so you get the benefit of irradiate from your main hand and your offhand, which is a considerable amount of damage, but it won't show on the target dummy. Nah, the Squire has the best pet buff in the game, Squire and Warden, so I use a Monkey King, personally. I mean, if you wanted to see the big, huge spins, you could go with a prop cat. Uh-oh. 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 But that Monkey King, man, it puts in some work. That little guy earned his title of the king. That little guy puts in some work. Yeah, well, they're different sets. It's a crossbow set and a sword set. So it would be Etherean Champion on the sword and Etherean Marksman on the crossbow, so you'd never be able to complete the set. You can't get Etherean Champion on a crossbow, and you can't get Etherean Marksman on a sword. So even though that would be the set bonus to use, you can't get it. Getting tired of running the prom. Luckily it's so chill, Alex. Gotta get your Netflix on. That Rob Zombie version of the Munsters just went up on Netflix. You can get you some Munsters going on for a couple hours. You'd want to either use Marked for Death. Well, I mean, the best would be Marked for Death, but the bonus uptime is not 100%. The laziest, and what I personally do, is Inspired. Basically, Inspired is going to give you a 20% damage bonus. Marked for Death would give you a 25% damage bonus, but only after you use your little dash into them. So the uptime, you know, 25% without 100% uptime, or 20% with 100% uptime. Oh, it is indeed IHOPS. I know IHOPS, you'll be interested. So besides just the regular giveaway, exclamation giveaway in chat, there is a Dungeon Defenders 1 event giveaway. There's going to be one every week. Exclamation OG. Oh, it's all good, Justin. Exclamation OG in chat. We'll get you into the DD1 giveaway. And there is some fat loots coming there, let me tell you. Yeah, Fort increases the number of charges on traps, absolutely. Get wrecked. Who was that? Dirtod 2's minion. Well then. How we doing here on this one? Yeah, we're only 8 minutes, 9 minutes in. Definitely running good. Running smooth. I have to look and see what I want for brooches. I'm sure that, I mean, I could probably do this map 6 million times and need all of the brooch drops. How much you got to pay to secure a giveaway spot? Well, IHOPS, you know I can't do that, man. That would be dirty, dirty beyond belief. There hasn't been... Your chances of winning are really good. Because there's just not a whole lot of people entering it with those things. I'm not... Those giveaways are for people that are here as part of the autumn celebration. So I'm not advertising those giveaways outside of these live streams at all. So yeah, I mean, your chances of winning are good. The thing you want to do is you want, like for the event items particularly, you want to be one of the first people to claim, because how I'm going to do those is I'll tell you what's available for the week, and you get to pick from that pool. I'm not going to just assign the individual items. So yeah, you'll get the pick from what is left in that week's pool. Do exclamation OG as well, Hugh Marco, if you play DD1. I mean, the event team hooked it up, dude. I talked to... I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to call him out and have you guys spamming him. But I talked to one of the event team guys, and they were like, hell yeah, man. We'll hook it up. And they hooked it up. So we're going to have some really, really fat DD1 event items going out here. Very, very fat loots. What's going on there, Noi? How you doing? Let's see, who needs the most upgrades? Probably right over here, huh? Juicy has been slain. Juicy just wanted a hug, Aramir. Why you gotta be that way? He just wanted a little hug is all. The Squire's got the best upgrade animation, I swear. Like some He-Man by the power of Grayskull shit going on right there when he raises that hammer. Of course, I gotta use the hammer. Willing to buy more hammers, Phil. More hammers. Want a boss weapon that's a hammer. I use the hammer to trick myself, y'all. It's just there to trick myself. I don't really like the character model on the Squire at all. So I pretend like it's a dwarf. It's a crazy little dwarf swinging a hammer. Self-trickery right there. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying here, Amir. Get a badass hammer and call it Filnir. Well, thanks, Justin. I appreciate it. I mean, it's always a good thing, right? My, you know, being a long-time casino employee and in the casino industry for so long, my late-night guilty pleasure streamer has always been Trainwrecks TV, watching him gamble. Laughing my ass off. But now that Twitch is banning slots, I don't know if he's going to stream. I don't know what he's, you know, I'm sure he's going to stream on YouTube or whatever, but I don't know if YouTube will allow that either. But yeah, I've logged a lot of hours at 2 in the morning watching Trainwrecks stream. I was a pit boss. Well, I started off as a dealer, and by the end, I was a pit boss, and then a trainer. I don't work there anymore. I got a little burnt out on it. I do Uber now. I do the live streaming in Uber. Now we can bring them wherever we want. See, Aramir's got a juice-proof build. Take the boss wherever. There's nothing to be destroyed. But yeah, man, I have dealt a lot of hands of blackjack there, Noi. And I've dealt a lot of craps rolls. And a lot of roulette spins. And a lot of poker hands and everything else. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, most, you wouldn't have to yell out check change for a nickel usually. I guess it depends on where you're at. But it's usually check change, it's usually 25 or up. If the pit boss was anal enough to yell at you for a nickel. Which I'm sure there's some out there. Man, just cannot. I haven't seen a really good Steam robot. Range and rate. That's probably usable, even though it's got a low rolls. That's probably a usable piece. Let's do one more. Let me see if my traps and auras are strong enough for this build. I don't think they are, but they might be. Oh, are you a casino worker, Noi? You know all about the color coming in and everything else? Well, I knew you had to know something because you spelled check right. Because nobody does. Nobody does. Yeah, let me see if my setup is strong enough for the Aramir build. Let's try it out here. Let's make these R's down here first. Too far that way. That's basically what I did for a living for a long time, Justin, was catch card counters. In fact, right now even, I will periodically get called over because I'm, as far as the federal government is concerned, I'm an expert in the department. So periodically I will actually get called over to inspect surveillance footage of somebody's card counting. But yeah, that's... Oops. Let's grab some Infernos instead. Here we go. But yeah, pretty much every pit boss in every casino has seen a card counter at some point. I mean, some are better than others, obviously. You max all the buff beams? Okay. We'll get them maximized. I got... Oh, there's 4 DU left. Is that a... Oh, it's not illegal, no. And it doesn't guarantee you're going to win, either. It increases your advantage, but it doesn't... What are we missing, Aramir? We got 1 DU somewhere. You didn't have any leftovers. Or you put a reflect beam on the boiler. Okay. Which side? On the boss side or on this side? I didn't look. I'm sure it'll probably hold. I know my stats are not going to be as good as yours, but I bet it'll hold. Alright, we got all the buffs upgraded. Yeah, let me just spam it in a little here. See how it does. I do, but not. I play on all platforms, but I don't grind the consoles as hard as I do PC. You know how the grind is there, Noi. Yusuf with the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome. If there's any mods over there on Twitch, if you can do a exclamation SO Thusif for me. Not sure if there's we got any mods today. Snack Queen, what up, what up? It's just too grindy of a game to grind on every platform, you know? Oh, it's THEWSIF. They're IHOPs. Oh, it's going good, man. Just grinding out some accessories today. Doing a little Demon Lord killing here. Trying out Aramir's Trap and Aura spawn camp build here. Trying to see if my gear will hold up. I think it will. The only thing I'm worried about is I'm not really worried about anything, to be honest. I think it'll hold just fine. And if not, I'm sure we'll be able to kill them all that make it through. Oh, it's just SO Thusif. It's all good, man. It's worth a shot. There it is. You gotta put a space. Sorry. Exclamation SO space Thusif. Sorry, man. My bad, my bad. There it is. Generally speaking, Militia with an Arcanist helm. Militia is going to be that Inferno device. And then with the Arcanist helm, it will add your shock to it as well. And the reason I usually choose the Inferno device is it's the highest damage of all the other devices. So you get... you know, you fuse the highest damage thing, and then additionally, with the Arcanist helm on top of it, it gives you a fusion stun. So you get that that instant cast stun that can't be resisted since it's fusion damage. Don't know the command. That's fair. That's fair. Actually, looks like it's doing just fine. We got high mob counts this wave, so this wave, so the times won't be anywhere close. We're at 7 minutes now. I actually should have put the traps in a little closer. That way they're... Actually, it looks like their labels might be up here. Yeah, I'll start a new... after this map, I'll start a new group. Y'all can feel free to rejoin, but I want to make sure other folks have an opportunity to pop in. So, like I said, feel free to rejoin. Geez, 1700 this wave. Good lord. 5 minutes and 20 seconds for that wave. Oof. How well, like that 12-minute map, that 12-minute run you had, Aramir, did you have to kill every ogre? I mean, none of the ogres were automated, right? You had to manually kill them? Assuming? What up, Grok? Get grokked on. Yeah, you had to kill him. That's fair, that's fair. I mean, if you're gonna hit a time like that, it's, you know, it's gonna be an active build. None. Did somebody actually pick that? They named their ogre None? Why would you pay for that? Somebody paid to get an ogre named None. Big oofs, big oofs. Well, this map is full of skellies. This wave is going to take forever to run. I do wish I would have chosen better names. I still remember filling out the survey, and under the question of what you want your stuff named, slow them down. Ogres, ensnare are work on ogres. Yeah, anyway, with all the name stuff, the weapons and the mobs, I still remember doing the survey, and my answer on the survey was something juicy. You know, what do you want your weapon to be named? And I just put in something juicy. So I guess I'm lucky they didn't just name all those things something juicy. Which I think juicy is a good name for the ogre. But I think, like, for naming a weapon, I should have went with juicer. You know, because it's a juicer. It's the obvious choice, right? The obvious choice. Yeah, Juicinator. I mean, there's a lot better choices than Juicy, but you know, hey, you get what you fill in. I was the lazy ass that didn't fill in the survey proper, so I got what was coming to me. What you gonna do, right? Yeah, I think putting in a grind on this map. I think putting the grind in on this map over the next couple of days is going to be well in order. We can use a nice big fat stack of brooches to look through and get more fine-tuning. This change here, you know, I mean, not to undervalue or undersell any of the other things in the game, but making Liking King or just making bonus difficulty drop bonus quality accessories is so massive. Oh, nice, Matumba. Grats. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew what you meant. Or I assumed what you meant. Guys need to start pressuring old Phil for golden juicy fruit pat. Lay it on, man. Tell him the juicy fruit pet is glorious and all, but we want more. Any more news about DD2? Nothing more than there's an update coming that's going to have Chaos 10 in it. But, I mean, realize that DD2 just got an update less than 3 months ago, so I wouldn't expect it anytime in the near future, realistically, considering we know it's a small dev team that busts their ass on it. Oh, yeah. Exclamation giveaway in chat there, Frog Killer. The fighting juicy fruit pet. That fighting corgi is actually another streamer that streamed the game during launch day. Well, no, this is a new one, Frog Killer. There's a new giveaway every week for this Dungeon Defenders Juicy Autumn Celebration. So it's week 2's giveaway now. And then you still play DD1 too, don't you, Frog Killer? If so, then exclamation OG. Exclamation OG in chat. It's spicy pequeño jalapeno. I see that one all the time. Hit 10k main stat on your first hero? Nice. Congrats, man. It's always a good feeling, right? Get that 10k on your first one. Yeah, it was a Kickstarter tier. So ogres are named after Kickstarter backers. The ogres, the weapons, the armor. Everything in there that's named. Intro is so fun to listen to. Well, thanks there, Chode Slinger Cinnamon. Love the name, by the way. Love the name. Oh, we got 4 doors worth of skellies? Jesus, man. That's brutal. The Rifted Corgi head is from winning a Chromatic Friday stream. There's lots of good stuff. Everybody's got to show up on those Chromatic Friday streams. Plus, you know, Phil is just so damn good looking. So, I mean, just show up to look at Phil, for God's sakes. Haven't tried out DDA, focused on getting the 999. Well, whatever you're having fun with. Not a whole lot of people very focused on Onslaught anymore in DD2, sadly. Kind of a... They really did a number on the original Onslaught. Well, I got some bad news for you there, Chode Slinger Cinnamon. There is no achievement. There's a title that unlocks that the majority of people already have because it also comes with DLC pack purchases. But there's no Steam achievement or Xbox achievement or PlayStation achievement. It's kind of a... If you're having fun, you're doing it right. I'll leave it at that. But it's a game mode that many people left the game because of. Oh, they changed the title? No longer Titan? I mean, I know there's no achievement, though. I know that for facts. Yeah, I guess they had to change the title, probably, because of the DLC thing. The Onslaughter? That's terrible. You could have made it something cooler than that. Yeah, it's a whole different experience now. Anyway, like I said, if you're having fun, you're doing it right. That's all that matters. If you're not having fun, then I would quickly think about your life choices. Well, you're gonna make me bash on it, aren't you, Chode Slinger? People don't like Onslaught because it's a fucking joke, dude. That's why people don't like Onslaught. It's a game mode that you AFK for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours to get to 945, and then you sit there and re-roll floors until you get the right mutator. So, I mean... And now power creep is such a thing where completing it is just... Completing it is not a show of how good you are at the game, it's a show of your level of patience. If you're willing to put the time in, you're going to complete it. 945 is where the scaling jumps up. So by like 948, near everything on the map has 2 billion health. And then it just stops there. So then, of course, you play in a group, and then you got more people to reroll waves. But additionally, since the game can't go over 2 billion, you got 4 times the DPS with the same mob health. But yeah, that's why people quit, because of Onslaught. It's not because it's boring and tedious, it's because it's a really, really crappy endgame. That, and it was... Onslaught was originally endless mode, and that's what people wanted back, was endless mode. And they gave us that instead. But yeah. Sad times, sad times. What can you do? Still a great game. Absolutely beautiful. Super fun to play. So, if you're having fun doing it, then keep on doing it. But, yeah. Eevee is so good for skeletons. I see you up there just mopping that lane. Where'd you go? Aramir was just standing here just spraying. Just wrecking that lane. The build does really good. I think it's just so much damage up front. You just gotta watch for the ogres coming through. You were mopping the other lane? Fair enough. Fair enough. Get wrecked, Mr. Demon Lord. Boo on the minor gloves. And one of these days I'm going to get me a really good steam robot. Ooh, what was that? What was that? I don't know. It was defense rate and HP regen. Boo. Another militia helm. No love on that. I should be looting the chest on a huntress. Got a trash prop cat. Really low roll on that one. What did our griffin roll? 347. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, y'all. So I will pop out and make another group here, and but before I do that, I'm gonna go brew me up a coffee real quick and take a leak. So if you want to get in on some Alch Labs runs, feel free to pop on in. Oh no, I'm just going for coffee. I'm going until 6 p.m. Every day on this. Just got a 370 cat with no vitality. Oof. Yeah, I'll be going until 6 p.m. every day on this autumn celebration. But anyway, y'all, give me just a moment, and I will be right back. All right, I have returned. We got some storms rolling in up here in Spokane tonight. Be nice, actually. We desperately need to get a little rain. It's very dry. What's up, Wyatt? How you doing? Let me do a quick inventory clear real quick. Poor Steam Robot. Looks like that is good for now. Got done with your homework. Very nice. Grinding out some accessories here today. We are hitting up mix mode. Feel free to hop in and join. Alchemical Labs. Crap, I didn't look at the time. Did anybody see the time on that run? I feel like that's definitely the fastest. And away we go. Almost 24 minutes? Yeah, we had terrible, terrible spawns on that one. What do we got this time? We got 1552 mobs this time, so this one could be a lengthy one as well. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's like in bonus difficulty. If it's ever not like in bonus difficulty, you guys need to tell me because I accidentally didn't click it. Yep, Alex made it. Alex did indeed make it. Definitely seems like this is the grind build to use. I feel like if you're like Netflix and chilling late at night, the sludge launcher build might be better. Because this particular build, although I think it's the fastest, you're gonna have to watch for ogres. Keep hitting the wrong dang buttons. YouTube and chill. Nothing wrong with that. DSTs are a lot easier to use because they shoot through walls. But sludge launchers are an absolute powerhouse. I mean, they're way, way stronger. But the DST definitely wins the quality of life award. No doubt there. The quality of life award. I'm excited to see what runes come. I'm assuming that explosive rune is going to make it from going rogue. And I kind of really do hope it does, because I love DSTs, man. They're so awesome. And then the new defenses and stuff, I'm curious to see what's going to make it there too. I think out of those, all those I mentioned, I think the only thing that's a super, super safe bet is I really think darkness traps will go away for a PDT. And then I don't know, I just can't see bowling balls staying in the game in their current state. So I really feel like something's going to happen with them. I hope so. I'm not sure. You know, I mean, we'll have to see. It won't be all of the runes from going rogue, because some of the runes just won't really make sense for DDA. If we get some runes that will help with survivability on the squishy heroes, yeah, that'd always be good. I mean, right now the Huntress at least has some mobility, which helps. But like right now, the Huntress and oh, I'm not giving up, but it needs a major rework is the thing. Anyway, the Huntress and the Apprentice right now have a real tough time surviving. The Huntress can survive just out of the mobility aspect and just staying out of trouble. Well, I mean, yeah. Darkness Trap has its uses, but it's one of the least used defenses in the game by the overall population, I would guess. Now, obviously, I don't see numbers like Phil could see to verify that claim, but I just think it's a pretty safe bet. That, and I mean, Phil has even mentioned it when people were talking about it. He's mentioned it on live streams about the Darkness Trap doesn't get used. And I think the PDT is a fan favorite from DD2. It's definitely a fan favorite from going rogue. So I just really think that is kind of an obvious choice. Especially considering it's already done. Like as far as the modeling and its basic function and everything. From going rogue. But I don't know, man. I'm curious to see what runes they bring and what defenses are going to be getting changed. Phil threw out that 5 defense thing, so we know 5 defenses are getting changes, but which ones, you know? I'm using a Monkey King. That's just a transmog. But this transmog is the login event reward from last week. So anybody that logged in last week has it unlocked. What kind of time we looking at here? 6 minutes, 52 seconds so far. Gonna be like 8 minutes probably on this wave. And this isn't even Terabad spawning. It's clearly a bunch of skellies. Any new content? Well, it depends on your definition of content. There is new content. Survival is now endless mode. And mixed mode now has rifted and bonus difficulties. But there's no new maps yet. But there are new maps that are on the way. The episode 2 update that's upcoming in the months ahead is divided into 2 parts. Part 1 will have 2 new maps and a new hero, plus the trading system and the rune systems. And then part 2 will have 2 new maps plus another new hero, plus whatever else Phil decides to add in. So it's got more stuff coming, but there's more stuff to do right now. That, and they fixed bonus difficulties for accessories. So like that's what we're doing here is we're farming brooches, because accessories are a guaranteed drop, but the quality was kind of crappy before. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, new maps are coming. They're just not here yet. 2 of them have already been revealed to us. Assuming that's the ones coming in the first part of episode 2. And then there's teasers out on yet another. No, it's not map specific. Here's how mana regen works. When you need it and you're looking for it and you're trying to build out your DPS heroes, it never. However, pardon me, choking to death. However, after you get it and you don't necessarily need it any longer, then that's all that drops. That's how mana regen works. It's RNG hating on us. But no, it's not map specific. You can just grind whatever map you choose. The boss maps, of course, are going to give you the guaranteed accessories. Yeah, ability makes ability stronger, absolutely. But remember, too, that a lot of abilities in the game scale with the base damage of a weapon. And for, like, the Squire spin here, for example, it does scale off of the ability stat, but it also scales off of the base weapon damage. And your attack stat affects your base weapon damage. So, like, in this particular build, even though I'm focused on the spin ability, you get better scaling off of the attack stat than you do the ability stat. So you want to upgrade your attack stat more. You don't want to spend any points on ability, in fact, just because the scaling is so much better from attack. And then you get the benefit of just your regular auto attacks are more powerful as well. In fact, I can't think of one hero that you would want to specialize into ability. Oh yeah. Channel membership is indeed a thing, that is for sure. How are we doing here? We got 1952 that time. Holy crap, this is going to be skellies for days. Woof. Yeah, this is a full Trapinara spawn camp build. You won the giveaway last week? Congrats, Wyatt. Congrats. Well, remember, this week is a brand new giveaway. So if you won or didn't win last week, you got another one. I am very, very due to jump back into Warframe Ultimate Gamer. I love the game. And I've been trying to hop back in and play it some to get caught back up on the new stuff for quite a while now. I think I'm sitting on like 300 or 400 Steel Essence too. I might be able to buy a bunch of that stuff. Well, this is the high. I think this is the highest we've gotten so far here. The highest mob count we've gotten. But it may be for 4 players. I mean, we know 4 players, more enemies get added. Could be pretty normal seeing 1900. Steel Path relics in Warframe have officially given you a reason to min-max gear. Nice. Yeah, I need to get caught up. I still haven't done the new war yet, dude. I am so far behind. I haven't played in, like... Well, I mean, I've logged in, but I haven't played for real in, probably almost a year and a half. I'm way overdue. I do like the game. It's just I'm crackhead levels of addicted to Dungeon Defenders games, so I end up grinding Dungeon Defenders games just like a madman. Well, I mean, if I did know King Matumba, do you think I would be in a position to talk about it? I play the game in 4K. New weekly missions are time gated, so it's a good idea to start ASAP. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know anything about any of that system, so I'll have to look into all that. I'll have to get brought up to speed with all that stuff. No, you gotta ask Phil for that, man. Trust me, if I had the ability to get a golden juicy fruit pet in the game, I'd be all over that. I would be all over that one. I got Spittered on. I'd love to have core transmogs. I don't know, but the golden one, the golden stuff in the tavern doesn't look very good. But I would love if there was core transmogs. Like in DD1, that would be amazing. Make them all unlockable. Average is more around 1,500. I don't know how good a golden core would look. But I would definitely like to see core transmogs, though. I'm not sold a golden core would look wonderful, though. %30's probably a little bit much. I mean, darkness traps work really, really well for what they do, you know? It's just a matter of it doesn't get heavily used. They used to get used all the time. But they do their business pretty darn well. Ugh, Skellies of Doom. Aramir got the laser beam going on him. Yeah, back in the day, they even blinded ogres. How broken was that, huh? You used to be able to throw a darkness trap at your wall, and ogres couldn't hit your wall. Well, it's a detargeting thing, too. How the blind works is it makes them lose their current target. So if you have a wall in the lane, the wall is the ogre's target. So if they get blinded, they don't see the target, or they used to not see the target being the wall, and they would try to go right for the core. Well, they would run into the wall, and they couldn't move because they couldn't get past it to get to the core. So they were aggroed onto the core, but they were stuck at a wall. And it was quite the bit of brokenness. So that quickly got changed. Need a break from your DD1 grind? What you been grinding there, Archangel? You got those poly carries in there, man? You got some poly carries there, Archangel? What do you think? I need to do poly, clearly. Get a few runs in so I can get a decent monk weapon. Well, I mean, it's not... DD1 is not the same on console at all. It's got rather low system requirements. So anyone with any PC at all, I mean, when it goes on sale, you need to pick up DD1 on PC because it's a entirely different experience than it was on console. Here's Mushroom. See that? You see that, y'all? I start asking for poly carries and it summons a mushroom cake. Mushroom Cake showed up just to say, yeah, man, I got you on that poly carry. I got you. The summoning of the Mushroom Cake. Everything is on Redux, so you're grinding it back up. That's fair. That's fair. Let's switch to the Huntress this time. See what kind of Chimera shot we can get here. Got some minor gloves. Mana regen and reflect. Where is my mana regen and health regen, damn it? Got another poo-poo steam robot. Got a crappy, oh man, HP regen on it too. Got a crappy rolled Chimera shot. Bad in all areas. Attack speed, no attack stat. Oof. Big oofs. Big oofs. Where's my kitty? Yes. And we got a crappy kitty. Boo on the crappy kitty. You got some time in on the beta now, Mushroom? %? Is that what it was? That's actually a really good starting stat. But they all cap at the same. I haven't seen any of the maps yet. Or I haven't been on any of the maps yet. They said that there's a poly style map there. Well, there we go. I don't even remember what the map's called, even though I read the patch notes. But I'll just go ahead and ask you now, Mushroom. On that new map that's like poly, why don't you just put me right in your backpack and carry me right along? Because assuming it's going to be similar to poly means I'm going to suck at it. There's a bunch of places now for gear, according to the patch notes. There's a ton of places that got brought up to infested quality. Tavern Incursion is harder than poly? Jesus, man. I just suck at the non-tower defense aspects of of Dungeon Defenders 2. Weird. Oh, there's a buff beam on it already. I'm like, why did my traps not get bigger? Already got the buffage. The new map has an aspect where part of the team needs to fight a boss while another party defends the map. So if you prefer tower defense, you can take care of defending cores while the more active players fight them off. Well, that's cool then. That's definitely an interesting type mechanic. That's a 6-player map too, isn't it? Did I read that correctly, or is that one of the other maps? Oh, shit. I just built with the wrong character, didn't I? I better go check those traps. Yup. Wrong builder. Yep, then we got the reflecty-flecty. Add siege rollers to DDA. It wouldn't surprise me if any of the mobs from any of the games made it in. It is 6-player. Oh, there's Thales. What's up, Thales? How you doing, man? Just looking around. Fair enough. Do you exclamation OG in chat there, Thales? Not that you would be interested in any of that, but exclamation OG in chat for the... We're running 2 giveaways this week. Ogre took a swing at the core. I didn't even realize an Ogre made it in. Didn't do anything, luckily. He didn't make it. He was so close, yet so far away. Except the paper mask one? I'm sure people have. I need to decide who I'm going to DPS on. Who's going to be my DPS hero for the DD1 update. I've played it briefly, but I haven't played today yet. No, this is a full-on trap and Aura spawn camp, and we're manually killing the ogres. Well, let's hit this lane. This is getting so much traffic. different graphic settings. You know, I did not go through the... Now, I'll be full honest. I am one of the rare few... don't talk trash about somebody's mom and then tell them to chill. Why? You're the one who needs to chill, dude. Come on now. Anyway, I am one of the rare few people that prefer post-processing turned off in DD1. I just honestly think the game looks better. I really do. Now, I know that's not a popular opinion. And in fact, when I play and record or stream with post-processing turned off, everybody bitches at me about it. But I really do feel like the game looks better with post-processing off. But no, I haven't gone through and tweaked all the settings yet. Oh, Mushroom, I get hated on so much about that when I turn it off. I thought it was just me being an old man with all them flashing lights. But I really do think it looks better. On your new monitor, you had to set the maximum color saturation and the post-processing was super bright. It could be. Could be. People are used to the way it looks and then it looks weird when they look at mine. I mean, that's quite possible. I feel like you can really see the textures and stuff better when it's turned off. I'm gonna be as soon as the stream's over, I'm gonna go eat dinner. But after the stream's over tonight, I'm gonna be definitely spending my entire evening in the DD1 beta. Though I'm super looking forward to it. Foundries and Forges is bright. Hurts your eyes sometime. Well, get it in. You know, tell Chromatic your thoughts on it when they ask for surveys or whatever. Royal Gardens is the one for me. Royal Gardens looks just too damn bright, in my opinion. And those bushes is like somebody spilled some neon toxic waste on them or something. They glow so bright. I gave him a real hard time about those bushes when Royal Gardens first came out. And they were not entertained. Not at all. Not entertained in the slightest by all my smack talk. Oh, I love the map. The map itself. I just mean just visually. It's super bright. I don't really have a favorite. I think all of the Dungeon Defenders games are well worth playing. I've got more hours into DD2 than to any of the other games. But that's just because of that free-to-play grind, you know? I think they're all worth playing. And they all have their value. Like, if you want to check out, if you've never played a Dungeon Defenders game and you want to check out one of them, then DD2 is free to play, so you got an opportunity to check out a game for free. If you decide you like Dungeon Defenders games and you don't play Dungeon Defenders 1, you're absolutely missing out. And I mean, it should be the first thing. If you don't already have it and have not played it, DD1 should be the first thing you look at anytime there's a sale on Steam. It's because it's the game that started it all, and it would be absolutely criminal to not experience it if you're a Dungeon Defender, if you're a fan of just the genre. And then DDA, of course, is the game in the newest engine. That's the newest tower defense product that Chromatic has launched. So, I mean, there's reason to play all of them, and really no wrong answer. You can have a good time playing all of them. Well, Going Rogue is not a tower defense game. It's a action roguelite with a light tower defense element. But it's certainly not the same as the rest of the games, the rest of the Dungeon Defenders games in the genre. Where although DD1 and DD2 are quite different from each other, they're still both action defense games. You know, are action defense games with a RPG loot progression type element. Where Going Rogue is just not that at all, you know. Yeah, finally got a shorty. Got a 1200 wave. Is a good one. Except Aramir. Aramir's going full glass cannon mode here. I usually roll with more HP than that on my EV. Yeah, Phil said he's looking at the mob counts. It's just the skellies, you know? You got to kill them multiple times. Some waves will load up with a large number of them, like hundreds. So, I mean, I don't even think it's the mob counts in general. I think it's just the skelly spawns themselves. If you get 4 skelly lanes or 5 skelly lanes or whatever, you're going to be really close to 2,000 enemies. Every piece has vitality? Really? Huh. And rocking that 551, huh? I'll have to look at my EV. Can't remember what my EV is at. I thought I was like 700k, but maybe not. All right, Mushroom, take it easy, man. Have a wonderful evening. Playing Minecraft. Nothing wrong with that, man. I've put my fair share of time into Minecraft. Actually debated on firing it up again at some point, but I'll definitely want to use a big mod pack. If I ever do. Gross amounts of hours in Minecraft. It's fair. I don't know how many hours I've got in Minecraft. I bet it's probably close to 1,000 though. I did play it a bunch back when I played it. It's just been a long while. You're right. Let's switch to the Huntress again here. Crappy Chimera shot. Crappy gloves. Of course, a decent head. Finally got one at the attack rate cap, but no attack. Mana regen and range. Come on, mana regen and HP regen, come to me. Crappy giraffe. Crappy kitty. Boo. Me, I played Minecraft in Java. That was the only thing available back then. Other than console play. It was long time ago. All right, Mal, take it easy. Well, thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Forgot my Inferno. All right, Noi, take it easy. Thank you as well. Have a good rest of your day. I know, that's all that's left. We can just go ahead and fire it up here. Yeah, just mainly, there's like 1,800 left over or whatever after you do the buff beams. So we're mainly just getting all the buff beams all the way up. And then the rest of it is good to go. Let me chillax for a minute and check something. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. Get my windows fixed back up. Get wrecked, you big stinky ogre. What do we got there? Babaloo the Scavenger. I swear it feels like there's new ogre names added into the mix. I'm sure they're all part of the Kickstarter, but it definitely feels like there's more. $13.09. We got a pretty mellow Wave 23. This is Lichen King Massacre mix mode. It's all I ever play. You won't really, unless I'm doing like a fresh start or playing on consoles. You'll never see me playing anything else but that until they have, if and when a new difficulty ever comes. Then of course I'll play the new one. See what we get next wave. We had a pretty good first wave that time. Next wave is 1600. That's not too bad either. I mean, for a wave 2, you know. A guard sabatons and some 105 primitive sappers that time. Sadly, they're not fused. Accessories are all targeted farming. It's about what difficulty you're playing, not a map. But they're targeted in the aspect of, you do Alchemical Labs, this one you're guaranteed to get a brooch. So if you do it on Lichen King bonus difficulty, you'll get the best possible brooch in the game. Throne Room is... No, it's about the Lichen King difficulties, not Massacre. Just being in Massacre is one thing. It's the Lichen King difficulties that take it up a notch. And then doing Throne Room mix mode on Lichen King bonus difficulty. Of course, will give you a guaranteed bracer. And then the summit and the keep give you a guaranteed mask. So just go to the map for the accessory that you're looking for and play it on the bonus difficulty and you'll get all the fat loots. Well, Broach, you'd want to come here for sure. This would be the place. That is exactly what I'm looking for as well, right now. Well, you end up getting all the mana regen you end up needing with, you know, far less than the max. The health percentage, I can tell you, is extremely powerful. The health regen. Like my rogue, I can just face tank many enemies in the game on my rogue. And he's full on health regen all the way around. Definitely worth. Yeah, if you're looking for just regular gear, it's the same thing. It's the bonus difficulties would give the best stuff, but play whatever map you want on the bonus difficulty that you want to do. Doing exclamation OG in chat too there, Reggie and Zach, if you guys if you all play DD1 at all. Some DD1 event items giveaways going out. Haven't touched it since PS3. That's fair. It's fair. Playing a fun game. A very fun game indeed. Yeah, RS traps and buff beams. Doing the big old spawn camp. Man, we got another nice wave too, only 1600. There's another 105 chest, primitive chest that just dropped too. Non-fused, of course, because the game hates me. Oh, he wasn't out yet. Dang it. Wasted my spin on him. He wasn't all the way out. I'm using a Monkey King, but this is a pet transmog. This transmog was available in the login event last week, so everyone that logged in last week has it. Yeah, Monkey King with a skin. This map, you could put some serious work in with a little bomber just sitting up here, though. Yeah, it didn't pop up or whatever. It's just unlocked in your transmog. So if you logged in last week, you'll have it. Oh, well, I'm not a dev. Well, there, Reggie. It was a login reward from last week. Hey, like I said, everyone that logged into the game last week has it. I don't have any developer things. I'm just some dude that plays the games. I don't have anything to do with making it. And I've got the worst RNG you could imagine. So I've got the opposite of dev commands. I've got Phil took all my RNG away. Nothing but skellies left. This build doesn't kill ogres, so you have to 100% kill every ogre. It's a speed build, it's not an AFK build. You'll get the map done faster doing this than any other way, but you will have to kill every ogre. EVs beaming them up. That's all that's left, I think, is 6 million skellies. During the waves, there's probably... how many ogres does this map have? Is it 2 or 3? I know there's 2, but for some reason I think there's 3 that spawn on this map. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm sure somebody here will know. Four or 5, Aramir said. Alright, come on, you big old demon Betty. I'm gonna hide behind Archangel. Let's see what kind of fat loots we got. Got another crap kitty. No vitality on that one. That's a straight bummer. We got a crappy giraffe. Crappy steam robot. Crappy 2-statter bow. Got another crappy kitty. But... and another mana regen movement speed brooch. That's the only brooches I can get, it seems like. That is so crazy. Big oofs on that one. Some power and fort gloves. No, I probably wouldn't swap out. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I probably won't. Let's do one more. Or you got a bail? Fair enough, fair enough. Let's, I think we got time for one last run here. Got two 105 offhands in one wave. Very nice, very nice. The game just throws those 105 offhands at you, it feels like. I ended up having to delete like a whole page of them this morning that I just wasn't using. I just had too many. Well, thanks there, Alex. I'm hoping. Wait a minute, some buff beam over here. That's it. We'll look next wave at those ogres and see. Nethertooth. That's another one I don't think I've ever seen before. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. 1,400 mobs this wave. That's not terrible. It's only 3-player. We lost our 4th. But not too bad, not too bad. It's like the storms are about to start here pretty soon. It's gonna be stormy, stormy tonight, though. Chromies are probably getting a little weather finally here today. I'm not, no. Chromatic is, of course, but I'm not. I'm in Washington. Washington State. $155-mile-an-hour winds when it hit landfall. Jeez. Crazy. Spokanistan. Yep, I am in Spokanistan. Yeah, I'll probably stream DD1 tomorrow. I'm not positive on that, but there's a good chance I'm going to stream the beta tomorrow. Might not go for the whole stream, but at least half. I mean, maybe for the whole stream. Depends on how much fun I'm having, you know? They put a Jersey Mike's. Oh, do you live in Spokane, Frog Killer? You told me that before, didn't you? Ooh, 1,200 mobs. We got a nice wave here. No, I never got one. I mean, I've got a usable one, but I never got a good one. You live by the base. We probably live not too far apart, Frog Killer. I live about an 8-minute, maybe 10-minute drive from the airport. I can see, I can't necessarily see the base itself, but I can see the airspace over the base from my yard. So yeah, we probably live really, really close to each other. Uzar, that always comes by the stream, he lives just a few hours north of us, across the border in Canada land. Well, it could, but you never know. It depends on runes. Spinning steel might not be the meta anymore. You know? I mean, right now it's so close between spinning steel and just going with a straight hack and slash Squire that it's just a preference thing. Yeah, I taught a craps class at one of them. They're frog killer. Not gonna say which one. And both of them near us have a craps table. Yeah, I've got two. I've got a spinning steel set and a Ethereum champion set for my Squire. I enjoy playing the spinning steel better just because it's fun running around and spinning. But the Ethereum champion set for the hack and slash is only like 10 million DPS less. Like my spinning steel, I can get up to like 180 sustained DPS. And the Ethereum champion is like 160 or 170 million. So it's really, really close to each other. Well, I mean, that's the other comparison too. I've got a really, really, really nice Ethereum champion weapon. First world DDA problems, basically. Butter toes, good old butter toes. I think all the thick mobs are dead now. Just waiting for the trash to die. See, if I'll guess, what do I think it'll be the currency once trading is available? It'll be gold will be the currency. Absolutely. If it goes like DD1, which hopefully it won't, but if it goes like DD1, gold will be the currency until hackers destroy the player economy, and then the players will create their own currency from what's available in-game. Hopefully we don't run into any of those issues, but you never know. Time to farm some gold? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, right now, just natural play, your gold is gonna end up going way, way up. You know? Just because you're gonna get way more gold than you're gonna get, you know, especially once you get closer to end game, which I know you're at, you're gonna get much more gold than you're gonna get usable gear that you're gonna want to invest into. So your gold just keeps going up and up and up and up. All right, Frog Killer. Here's the test to see how close we are from each other. Can you hear a train blowing its horn right now? If you can hear a train blowing its horn right now, then we are really close. The base flight path is over your house. So I think I'm probably just a tickle south of you, probably. Because, I mean, I see the planes taking off from the base all the time, but they rarely fly over my house. I am somewhere in between Airway Heights and Cheney, basically. Get wrecked, you big demon lord. Meh. Meh. Oof. No good on the robot, man. I just cannot get a steam robot. Kind of crappy on the prop cat. Here's my brooch. Mana, regen, and health. Be there. Wow, that's still a good one, but not what I'm looking for. Good enough to keep around, but definitely not what I am looking for. What's going on there, Nick? How you doing, man? All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to pop on out to Tavern here. Thank you all so much for the group. Appreciate it. But it is just about coming up on dinner time. Oh, I'm doing good, man. Playing some Dungeon Defenders Awakened. I got a DD1 beta going to jump in and check out tonight. So gonna get a little DD1 going on. Pretty stoked about that too. But anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. So tomorrow, I'm not sure what. I'm going to probably either be playing the Dungeon Defenders 1 beta or Dungeon Defenders Awakened on consoles. Now let me look and see where the voting is on that real quick. If you have a preference on where you would like to see some console play from, there is a poll going. If you just scroll down on my community, YouTube community page, We'll throw the link in the chat here. You guys can vote on what comes next. As it stands right now, it looks like PlayStation is slightly ahead, 52% to 48%. So as it stands right now, it is going to be PlayStation. But anyway, that is going to get it for me for today, though. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Be back again live tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific time. May actually even start a little early tomorrow. We'll have to see how it goes. But thank you all so much. Hopefully everyone's having a great start to their week, or midweek, I guess, now. And I will see you all next time. Take it easy.